Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Dagini once again. I'm back with another video. So today we are going to do our weekly forex market analysis, technical analysis, forex factory news release update. So if you are new to this channel, hit the notification. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, share the video, comment down below, guys. For the old subscribers, hit the like button, comment down below if you have any question or if you have any suggestion to add to my technical analysis for this video. So
now, as you can see here, we are on Forex Factory. So starting on Monday the 11th, we only have Chinese news. So that one is we cannot count that one. So let's go on Tuesday, September the 12th. At 3:30 a.m. we have AOD news, NAB business confidence. It's a medium impact news expected. So now let's go to there's GBP at 8 a.m. with GBP. Claim non-count change. Average earnings index. It's a high medium impact. A medium impact expected. And at 11 a.m. we have Euro. A medium impact expected. German, ZEW, economic sentiment. And let's look on Wednesday, September the 13th. At 8 a.m. we have GBP, GDP. It's a high impact expected. And let's look at 2:30 p.m. we have USD. Watch out for this one. So it's a high impact expected. It's a core CPI at 2:30 p.m. We also have CPI at 2:30. We actually have CPI on USD dollar. Now let's look at September, the Thursday, September the 14th, 3:30 a.m. with AOD employment change. Watch out for this one again, guys. If you are trading the AOD pairs, AOD unemployment rate at 2:15 p.m. we have Euro mine refinancing rate, monetary policy statement. At 2:30 p.m. we have USD core PPI, core retail sales, PPI, retail sales, unemployment claims. Watch out for this one on Thursday, guys. On Thursday and Wednesday, watch out. There's a lot of news, especially on Thursdays, September the 14th. Now we have at 2:45 p.m. we have Euro ECB press conference. And on Friday, September the 15th, we have USD at 2:30 p.m. Empire State Manufacturing Index. We also have the medium impact, which is industrial production. At 4 p.m. we have USD premium UOM consumer sentiment, premium UOM inflation expectations. Guys, that is all we have on a Forex Factory. This is just to show you what are the upcoming news, guys. Is just to show you what are the upcoming news for this week. So watch out for this one. It's better if you place your trades once that time comes for the news. It's better to get out of the news, especially if you are trading, if you are scalping the market. But for us swing traders, we don't mind about these few moves of the news. So now let's get into the chart to show you my technical analysis on the charts. Looking at the DXY on H4, we are bullish on the H4, guys. We are bullish, but on daily, now we also turn bullish on daily. Because why? Do you know why am I saying so? Okay, as you can see now on daily, we are still bearish. But where is our last lower high? Our last lower high is this one, and it's currently broken. So now we are not sure what is this, what is happening here. But if price could be going for that lower high to grab liquidity, just to grab liquidity above that high, and then the market sells. So what do we do? For us, it's just to be patient and wait. If there is a possibility of price, there is our break of structure now. There is our demand zone. If One is a confirmed break of structure. Then what do? We wait for the DXY to pull back, and then it buys. If that one is a confirmed break of structure now to the upside, we wait for the DXY to drop lower until into this demand zone, and then it buys. Because as I can see on H4, the DXY is extremely strong, guys. The DXY is very strong now, as I can see. We might tap into this supply zone. We might tap into this supply zone, as you can see here, and then we drop lower. That is my first scenario now. Let me show you my second scenario. On the other side, the DXY could be on its way on a downside. Maybe it just went to grab liquidity and then it sells. So it sells. This could be another scenario, guys. This could be another scenario. Because as I can see, this is our last lower high. Price now broke that lower high, and then it could be grabbing liquidity above this high, and then it sells. The possibility of that happening, it's also there. You know why am I saying so? Because as you can see, this is our lower high. The market dropped lower, and then it went further far, broke this last lower high just to grab liquidity, and then that is where the market reversed. If you could sell, you could sell it here, targeting this last low here. That could be a nice entry, guys. That could be a nice sell. But we don't necessarily trade DXY alone. We look at USD JPY, you look at GBP USD, you look at gold, you look at USD CHF, you look at Euro USD. So we trade the DXY against the other pairs, guys. So that is my view on DXY, guys. I believe that we are still bearish on DXY, even though we broke our lower high. So let me just make it nicely clear. This is our lower low, and this is our lower high. As you can see now, price is in a downtrend. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We are expecting a lower high. But if it fails, and then we have another scenario that I showed you in the beginning. So that is my view on DXY, guys. Let's move on to Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD, guys. Now, where is our recent break of structure? Our recent break of structure is here, guys. This is our recent break of structure to the upside, as you can see. Now, this is our lower high, lower low, lower high. This is our high high. We are actually in an uptrend, guys. Sorry, guys. We are in an uptrend. This is our higher high, and this is our higher low. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Now, price is doing what? Price is now just in between this higher high and higher low. So what do we do now? Since the market is about to reverse, if you break this higher low, then that means we now shifted from bullish to bearish now on EU, guys. On EU, this is our higher low, and this is our higher high. This is our higher high, guys. Now price is currently in between this higher. This is the break of structure to the upside, but the market is trying to respect this higher low. But as I can see, this higher low will go. Why am I saying so? Because now looking at the market now, if you are one of those people that trade chart patterns, chart patterns, as you can see, Let me just put in trend lines. As you can see here, the market broke out of this trend line, guys. The market broke out of these trend lines now. If you can see, instead of having a third bounce of this trend, it just bounced off, and then it did what? Price pulled back into this supply zone, and then it sold to break this trend line. As you can see now, there is our, if you are one of those people that trade chart patterns, guys, this is our first zone, bounce, second bounce, third bounce, and then we drop lower, guys. As for me, I don't trade chart patterns. I only look at market structure. I trade SMC, guys. I look at the price action. I look at the price movement. So as you can see now, if we structure to the downside, then I will look to do what? I will look to, if you broke structure to the downside, I will look to enter, a sell. I will look to enter a sell, guys. This is now on H4, guys. This is now on our daily, guys. This is now on daily. So my stop loss is just somewhere here, and then I will target this low here, down here. That is my view on Euro USD. But if the market now there is also another possibility of the market doing this. Here is our supply zone, because price already came from this other supply zone here. Price could be doing this. Price could go up, tap into that supply zone, and then it drops. What do I do now in this case? I would place a sell, my stop loss somewhere here, and then I will target a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio is also fine. So that is my view on Euro USD, guys, because as you can see, price is just in a downtrend. As you can see, where is our break of structure? Our break of structure is here. Our last break of structure is here. Now what do we do now? If you want a refined on H4, if you want a well refined zone to sell Euro USD, I will just draw this zone here, this supply zone here. This is our supply zone. This is our supply zone, guys. That is our supply zone. I will put our stop loss there, and then so that is where I will look to enter sales on Euro USD, guys. So that is my view on Euro USD. Now let's look at the GBP USD. Looking at GBP USD, as you can see, I thought we could get a change of character, and then price moves down to retest, and then we buy, but that didn't happen, guys. What do we do in this case? So I did not place any trade on the GBP USD, because I was just waiting for a change of character to the upside to happen. But that one, since that one it didn't happen, we move on. As you can see now on daily, now, price broke our last higher low. Price broke our last higher low. Price could not respect its demand zone. Now what do we do in this case? And as you can see, the GBP USD currently is at a nice zone to buy. This is our supply zone. This is our supply zone, guys. And if you can zoom in nicely here, there was an imbalance. There is an imbalance here. There is price inefficiency which is there, that is currently filled. in. That is what we call a fair value gap on ICT. if you follow ICT nicely. So there is a price inefficiency which is currently being filled. What do we do now? Now, okay, we move to the lower time frames now, to the lower time frame, which is the H4. In this case, is H4. Price is currently in a demand zone on daily. So now we go to the lower time frame, which is H4 in this case, and we are having a double bottom on H4, but I don't normally follow this double bottom because those are liquidity areas. Those are liquidity areas. So now where if price, okay, now as you can see on H1, if price is currently at our, if you zoom in nicely, if price would respect this demand zone, this tiny demand zone on H1, then I will be waiting for price to do what? I'll be waiting for price to move up and then retest and then it buys. So I will be waiting for a break of structure here and then I will enter in a pullback. I will enter in a pullback, guys. And my stop loss will just be below here. A 1 to 5 risk reward ratio, guys. So what I will be waiting now is just a break of structure to the upside and a retest and then I will buy. That is my view on GBP USD, guys. Now let's look at USD JPY. I was waiting, as you can see, last week I was waiting for price to come back at this demand zone, but price didn't come back. Price just continued. It went lower and it went lower here and then it shoot back up. So I was waiting for price to come back at this demand zone, but price didn't come back. Price did what now? USD JPY is currently bullish, guys. As you can see, it is extremely bullish. Now where is our break of structure? Our last break of structure is here. Now this one would have been a nice buy, guys. If you check nicely, this one would be a nice buy. Would have been a nice buy. It would have been a nice buy, guys. And then you put your stop loss just below here. But I did not check. I was just waiting for price to come back at a bigger zone, at a bigger demand, which is down here, which is below here. This is the biggest demand zone that we have. So I was just waiting for price to come back there and I would buy. So we did not enter that buy. So now price is just consolidating around this area. We don't know what is happening here. So I would rather wait, maybe go on H1. On H1, price is currently at a supply zone. And this is our break of structure to the downside. So this is our change of character to the downside, because this is where our confirmed change of character now. So if I would get something, like this, and then a pullback, then I would sell the USD JPY, guys. I would sell the USD JPY. Then I will just put my stop loss. A 1 to 10 risk reward ratio is also good, guys. So that is my view on USD JPY. Now let's look at USD CHF. Now looking at USD CHF, guys, we are at a nice area to enter sales, guys. Why am I saying so? Because this is our change of character. This is our choke, and price is currently at our supply zone. So if I would be placing a sell once we broke down, I would be placing a sell because price is already tapped into that our high time frame zone, guys. price already tap into our higher time frame zone. So I will just wait for a break to the downside here, and then I would end our sales, guys. A 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 risk reward ratio is also good. As you can see, here is our change of character, guys. Price is currently at a supply zone, so I will just sell, guys. Monday, if I see a break of structure to the downside here, this is our last low. So if price break this bearish candle, which is here, it's looking like a pin bar. Once we break that one on the downside, I would sell, guys. So that is my view on USD CHF. Now let's look at USD CAD. Okay, where is our change of character in this case? Price was already in an uptrend, guys, on H1. Here is our last low. The price was making higher, 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 low, higher, 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 low, higher, 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 low, higher, higher. This is our last higher, higher. So now price made a change of character here. What do we do in this case? We put our supply zone here, and then I'm waiting for price now to tap into this supply zone, and then I would sell. So I'm just waiting to sell US dollar CAD on H1, guys. This is a nice entry to end our sales on US dollar CAD, guys. On US dollar, you just put our stop loss somewhere here, and then you target a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, guys. You just target this low, guys. You target this low. There is our change of character, guys. Let me just make it clear now. Here is our change of character, guys. Price was in an uptrend. If you could draw a trend line, you could draw it like this. You could draw it like this. If you are one of those traders that use trend lines, if, as you can see there, we broke structure now, we are waiting for a pullback, and then we sell. So it will be a nice entry. It will be a nice sell entry, guys. So that is my view on US dollar CAD, guys. We have a nice sell setup on US dollar CAD. So all what you can do is just be patient, wait for price to come to you, draw zones on higher time frames, let me say like daily, H1, H4, and wait for price to tap into those zones, and wait, go to the lower time frames. Once price tap into those zones, wait, go on the lower time frames to check for a change of character. And then when you see a change of character, you wait for price to pull back, and then into one of the supply zone or demand zone, and then you enter buys. Now once you see a candlestick pattern, guys. Now let's look at gold. Currently gold is annoying, guys. As you can see here, gold is so annoying. As you can see here. Now price is just in the consolidating phase, so it is not good to jump into trade. But where I would say this one is a change of character, but then it's not a confirmed change of character because price did not close above that. Price did not close above. It just tapped into and then it sold. So what do I do now in this case? Price already tapped into this bigger zone. Let me just go on the higher time frame to show you nicely. Okay, price is currently, as you can see, guys, price is currently at a demand zone. I thought this one was a change of character. In my view, that one is a change of character. In my view, it's a change of character, guys. In my view, that is a change of character. You see what happened here? The price just went below, above, and then it pulled back. Then price shoot back up. See? See what happened? So now it could be like that also. It could be like that also. We might get price to price might buy. Price could just be like this, and then we end up buys targeting what? Targeting this zone here. So I can see this one is a strong zone. Price might reverse at that zone to pull back, and then we end up big buys. So that is my view on gold, guys. What I'm seeing here, or if price, that is my first setup, buy setup on DXY, or price could just do like this. It opens broke structure, retest, and then it sells. This could also happen. If that one happens, and then what do we do in this case? If price breaks out, we wait for price to pull back. After a pullback, then we end our sales. We end our sales. We end our sales, guys. We end our sales. So that is my view on gold, guys. That is my view on gold. Guys, join our free Telegram group. It's for free. You don't have to pay anything. As I said in the other videos, I do not sell anything in the Forex space. I don't do mentorship. I don't sell signals. I don't sell courses, guys. I'm doing this for free, guys. I'm doing this for free. I'm actually doing this for free. I'm not selling anything for now. As you can see, Bitcoin is just consolidating around this area. So in my case, if you broke up here, if you broke up, because price is currently at a demand zone, if you broke up here, I would end as buys. I would end up buys targeting this zone here. I would end up buys. I would end up buys, guys. If you broke up, I will end up by targeting this. A 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, it's also good, as you can see, because we already have a change of character. Price went up and pulled back. Price is currently just consolidating around this area. So we will only get bigger buys once price broke this. If price broke this high, then we will enter big buys. But for now, price is just consolidating around it. So that is my view on Bitcoin, guys. Watch until the video ends so that I can give you setups on indices, guys, like Nasdaq, US30. So let's look at GBP JPY now. Okay, looking at GBP JPY, we are actually bullish. We are bullish. As I said, that this one is a liquidity area. Price could just drop lower to grab liquidity. You know, price did not close below that zone. Price did not close below that zone. It just went to sweep liquidity below those double bottom, and then it bought, guys. So this one is our nice buy, guys. We are already in a buy here, as you can see. We are already in a buy. So let me just quickly go on daily. Just quickly go on daily, guys. This one is a nice buy, guys. This one is a nice buy. That one. If we might get another entry. That entry is on H1. So we could enter our second buys here. We could enter our second buys here because price already is showing that okay, the upward momentum is showing already. So now that is my view on GBP JPY. We are buying GBP JPY, guys. We are already in a buy. So as you can see here, price dropped lower to grab liquidity. Price did not close below this zone. It just went sweep liquidity and then it bought. So that is my view on GBP JPY, guys. Now let's look at US30. Now let's look at US30. Looking at US30, as you can see, guys, on H4, we already tap into our zone. So what do? Already tap into our zone. We go to the lower time frame, which is H1. Okay, this is our H1. Now I will be waiting for price to come back. If price comes back, I would enter buys at this demand zone, and then we buy targeting this zone here. I will put my stop loss just below here. A 1 to 6 risk reward ratio. It's also fine. As you can see now, we are in an uptrend. This one is our higher low, higher low, higher high. We are expecting a higher low now at this zone here. So there's a nice setup. That is a nice setup that we see on US30, guys. There's a nice setup that you see here on US30. So we are currently now in an uptrend, guys. We are currently in an uptrend now. So that is my view on US30, guys. That is my view on US30. Guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, comment down below if you have any suggestion or if you have any pairs that you would like us to cover in our next video. You can drop it in the comment section and then I will add it in our next technical analysis. Guys, the same thing, looking at Nasdaq, the same thing happening. Okay, we had a nice sell here on Nasdaq, guys. We had a nice sell here on Nasdaq. And as I said, this was our nice zone, guys. This is our nice zone. Now price tap into that zone and then reverses. Price already tap in that zone and then it reverses. So now what do we do? Just like this, just like US 30, price here, as you can see, is already price already tap into this demand zone. It could come back. If it comes back, then we enter a buy targeting this area, guys, targeting this area, and we just put our stop loss below here. A 1-to-4 risk reward ratio, it's also fine. As you can see here, as you can see here, we are in an uptrend. Price shifted now from making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now from making lower low, high, lower low and lower high, lower highs and lower lows, it now shifted from, then it made a higher high low, higher high, higher low, a high. Now we are expecting a potential higher low down here this zone. So that is my view on Nasdaq, guys. That is my view on Nasdaq. Join our free Telegram group. It's for free. All the setups that I take, I drop them in that group, guys. The group is for free. You don't have to pay anything. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. So bye, guys. Thanks for watching.